So today I literally just came back from the expedition and I'm quite tired. Basically, we got there on the Wednesday, which pretty sure it was the 20th. And it was really sunny, so it was quite nice. We got dropped off at the Falconry in Minehead, and we had to walk from there to our campsite, which was the Poolbridge campsite. We first of all went over some fields, and it was a field covered in like sheep and stuff, so it was quite nice. Halfway through walking those fields, which took us about half an hour, we saved a sheep, which was really cute. So we kept going. We crossed the bridge, um, and then we started to get to where this little place where there's cream tea. So we went past there and we went up the valley. Going up the valley, it was around 3 miles. It took us an hour I think to go up the valley, an hour and a half. It was quite nice. It was sunny. So within the first 20 minutes of going up the valley, we found like this nice shaded spot and we sat down and we had lunch. Had a bit of drink of water and we kept going. There was a bit of an elevation while going up, but nothing major. We had like all our backpacks, so our big backpacks were with us. So it was quite heavy. So like every so often we kind of stopped, took a drink, and kept going. And then we it was quite challenging as well because obviously there was five of us, so we had to make sure everyone kept up with the pace, and we wanted to get to camp as quick as we could. When we were going to camp, we obviously told our lecturers, and then we went to see what tents we could get. So the girls, four of us, chose a tent, and we all slept together there. And then another girl came in as well to sleep with us. So it was quite well. We thought it was going to be quite warm throughout the night. And then after that, we got our food and all of that stuff, and we started cooking because we were all really, really hungry. So our starter was a soup. We all had a different packet of soup, so we boiled some water and we made it for ourselves. Then we made chili con carne with baked beans, which was quite nice, and pasta as well. While we were eating that, we were cooking pasta for the next day for our lunch, which was quite we kept going, so it was quite nice. And then after that, we had dessert, and the dessert was pancakes, and we all thought the pancakes weren't gonna work, but we all had two each with like chocolate spread or lemon and sugar. It was really, really nice. We also, after that, the people who didn't cook went and washed up, so we like all gave out certain roles, so we were all doing something. After that, we all went by the campfire, and we went and bought some wood to put in the campfire because it was private land, so we weren't able to like get any trees or something and put into the fire. So we all sat around the fire and we had some marshmallows. It was really, really nice. It was a really nice atmosphere. Um, Everyone was quite not too tired, but quite tired. So we had to be back in our tents around 10ish. So the fire started going out at around 9:30. So we all went back to the tent and had showers and stuff like that. So it was quite nice. And then we just lie down and start chatting, but didn't go to sleep until like 10:30, so it wasn't too bad. The next day, so we put our alarms to go off at like 5:45 because we had to be out every day out of camp for at 8 o'clock. So, but I woke up. It was 5:15. So I went to see if anyone else was awake, and some of the boys from our group was awake. So went and chatted with them for a bit. Then the other girls from the tent woke up, and we started cooking our breakfast. And we had bacon, we had sausages, we had bread and eggs. So it was quite filling for the day that we had ahead. And the day that our group did, we went mountain biking for the whole day. So we left at around 8:30 and we got back to camp. It was 3 o'clock. So we went up and down, like literally all around Exmoor. Quite challenging, but I loved every single second of it. I would literally do it all over again. Um, we went up this hill that was so steep that we couldn't cycle up it. So everyone had to get off their bikes and everyone started to push up. One of the girls couldn't keep going, so I went down and helped her get her bike up. So I felt quite proud of myself really for being able to like do that. Um, we also like we would be cycling and we'd be stop and starting because obviously there will be people that are slower, so we had to wait for them, so we were always like a big group together. So it was always like that. We kind of started, and then after we went over the hills we went down, and we were able to get cream teas. We stayed down there for about half an hour, and then we cycled up the valley in which we walked in. So it was a bit harder because obviously walking it will be much easier because you're not stopping and starting as often. But overall, it was like really enjoyable. Certainly want to do the cycling again. I fell off once, but it was because my bike went over a rock, and someone else behind, like I went over a rock, kind of lost my balance, but then someone else behind me, when I stopped, came right behind me, so I fell and then they fell and then I got trapped on the bike, but it was fine. I didn't hurt myself, so it was challenging, but I can't explain how good it felt to do it. Like it was really amazing, and I wish I could definitely do it again. Um, we then went back to camp, and we got there obviously around 3 o'clock. So we got told that at 6 o'clock we were gonna see the beacon light on fire because it was the Queen's 90th birthday, and so we did that. Literally, we got into camp straight away. We were gonna have barbecue, so we started the barbecue going. We had sausages, we had bacon, we had burgers. It was so nice and it was so filling. I had two burgers with like bacon and sausage in the middle. It was amazing. And we also had a starter, which again was soup, and that was flapjack, and we had Rocky Road and stuff like that. So it was like we weren't hungry while we were there.